Hi there, and welcome to my Itty Bitty Chapel. My name is Patty Chaffee, and I'm the community minister at Niantic Community Church. I'm also an expressive arts facilitator and a spiritual director. The Itty Bitty Chapel is a few moments offered midweek to relax, refresh, and reflect on a spiritual word or phrase. It's usually filmed in or near a sacred space within my home called the Itty Bitty Chapel, and our candle is lit to remind us of the presence of Spirit within and around us. I invite you now to pause the video and see if you have a candle somewhere in your home and light it in whatever space you're in. Our word for reflection today is breathe. One day the eternal God scooped dirt out of the ground, sculpted it into the shape we call human, breathed the breath that gives life into the nostrils of the human, and the human became a living soul. Genesis 2:7. God breathed life into us, the breath of life, the Spirit of God. These days we may have a greater awareness of breathing as we hear about so many loved ones and strangers gasping for air as they struggle with COVID-19. We pray, we sit, watch, and wait for them to heal, and with prayers circulating from all over the globe, we await word that they've taken a breath on their own. This time we're in has developed within us a new understanding of the breath of life, hasn't it? When we're anxious or panicked over something, or someone has come to us with anxiety, we'll often say to them, breathe, just breathe, knowing that one thing can help calm us. Beyond the physiological reasons, there are spiritual reasons why that deep breath of life can calm us, right? The Hebrew word for spirit is ruach, which means wind, breath, air. When we breathe deeply, we connect with God in a deeper way. He breathed life into us. He breathed His Spirit into us. We become present to the moment. I don't think we can worry about tomorrow or yesterday when we are breathing that breath of life, when we're mindful of those breaths. Breathing deeply requires a sense of presence, bringing us to our sacred center, and we know what we find there. Practice with me a moment, breathing deeply with an image or a thought of a loving God. Breathe out and release any cares or concerns. Surrender those things to God, to that God that you know and love. Let's do it together. Close your eyes and imagine that infinitely loving God, and consider what you want to let go of. We'll breathe in and breathe out deeply 3 times. Ready? Just notice how you feel right now. Notice in your body what you're feeling. A few years ago, I was diagnosed with a sleep disorder where I stopped breathing during my sleep. For what they told me was 70 times an hour. For real. I was exhausted. I woke up regularly with headaches and had no idea what a good night's sleep was. It's a wonder how I functioned at all. And it turns out our bodies need oxygen, and plenty of it. Now I have an awesome sleep doctor who calls me the poster child for this disorder because now I only stop breathing 6 times an hour. Much better. The breath of God is indeed the breath of life. In an article in the December issue of Presence, a publication put out by the Spiritual Directors International, Becky Grizzell writes about breath. We can remind ourselves that a deep belly breath can reset the nervous system, which supports the body to relax into the here and now. A slow release of breath through the nose draws a relaxation response. She goes on, breath can be a door to open a space of awareness for the subtle and intuitive movements of God's presence and activity in our lives and in our world. One of my favorite spiritual practices is walking the labyrinth. With a little blizzard going on outside my window, I was reminded of the joy of finger labyrinths, as I couldn't go outside to walk a big one. And whether I walk inside or out, it's always a conscious experience of breathing deeply and being mindful of every single step. An opportunity to release what we no longer need, receive what God has for us at the center, and reflect on the experience. If you aren't familiar with them, labyrinths are a walking meditation that have been around for ages. If you want to learn more about them, you can check out our Spiritual Tools for Daily Life on the Niantic Community Church YouTube channel. There's one there about finger labyrinths, and Joanne Moore has one about the labyrinth at McCook's Point Park. Finger labyrinths come in every material, shape, and size, and I have a few to show you. This one here is a little teeny tiny one made out of clay. See the labyrinth in there? Yep. That's amazing, isn't it? And this is one that I've made. This is a quilted finger labyrinth. You can walk either side, but it's a walk to the center and then one path in and one path out. It's not like a maze. Some people confuse them with mazes. There's no trickery or confusion involved. It's one single path to the center and one out. Here's a wood finger labyrinth that we have in our labyrinth ministry at church that people can use. And that's really a special one too. And this is one of my favorites. It's made of some kind of pottery. And it has breathe here. And a church member, a very special church member, gave me this at Christmas time. And it's really cool. It's cool and it's super smooth. And I love walking it as I close my eyes and get into a rhythm with my breathing and walk this path. And despite walking it ever so slowly, I'm always disappointed when I return from the center and find myself at the end. I always want more. Such is the human condition, huh? I always want more. So I invite you to find yourself a labyrinth and do some deep breathing and have that experience. It's really beautiful. If you'd like to print out a finger labyrinth on your own, you can go to thelabyrinthsociety.org /download a labyrinth, and they have them there. Or if you contact me, I'm happy to send you one. Let us remember to breathe deeply. Pray fervently for those who struggle to breathe right now. And release our fears to a God who can lighten our load when we let Him. I keep you in prayer every day of this miracle-filled life. And if this message spoke to you in some way, feel free to share it with others. And until next time, may God bless you on this journey in every way you need. Namaste.
go. I release, and I know I forgive, I receive, I can feel, I believe, I am healed, I am whole, I release, I know. No need to push, no need to try, no need to worry or question why. Surrender, let go, release, and know. I give out, I let love, I let go, I release, I know. Breathe.